Have I ever told you guys that I never liked Back to the Future Part 3? Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 11, The Magnificent Eight. And yes, what do I have to say about this episode? By the way, that little opening there, that doesn't imply that I didn't like the episode. I actually really enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun, and I'm going to tell you why I thought it was a lot of fun. First, we have Dr. Stein helping out this little boy. And who is this little boy? Why is he so important? I don't know, but Stein thinks so. And despite Rip's orders not to interfere with anybody in this timeline, Dr. Stein decides to help the kid, and voila, who does he turn out to be? H.G. Wells. Or maybe a descendant? I don't know. I got the feeling that it was H.G. Wells. I believe he is the author of many great written works of fiction. And so, that was really cool. I actually didn't mind that little storyline going on. It seemed the right thing to do for Dr. Stein to help somebody like that. So, it was a nice little B or C plot going on there. There were like 3 plots going on at the same time here, and that was one of the smaller ones. An important storyline that we did get in this episode, though, was Kendra's storyline, and she saw this old woman at the bar, and she followed her because she was starting to get visions of this woman. And when her and Sarah went along on this little journey to find this woman, they found out that this old woman, was actually, in fact, Kendra in a past life. And I started thinking that as soon as they got there, and as soon as I paid more attention to the woman, I was about to say, oh, this is Kendra in one of her past lives, because they did get a good woman to an older woman to that kind of like gave that sense that, yeah, I can see her as an older Kendra. So they casted the right woman for sure, the right actress. And what does this actress say? That Kendra is never going to fall in love with anybody else. It's always going to be Carter Hall, because no matter who Kendra thinks she will love, that relationship will always end and never come back, that it's always going to end dramatically. And Kendra doesn't want to believe it, or well, she kind of does, but Sarah tells her, look, it doesn't matter what she says, you never met Ray, you know how you feel, so who cares? Just take control of your life and do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel happy. So we'll see if Kendra actually takes Sarah's advice, or if she's going to distance herself even more from Ray. That seems where the CW is starting to take charge now. They're sending notes, hey, we need some more love drama on this show, because I notice you guys are making things too happy here. Come on, give us some of that. Let's hope they don't go overplay it too much. Even me, I think it would be nice if they did accept the fact that, yeah, Carter and Kendra forever, right? But hey, Carter's dead right now, so might as well just have let Kendra explore some relationships while he's gone. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we have our main storyline, which is basically these guys are now in the Old West, all of them. All this is happening, including the storylines that I just mentioned. It's all happening in the Wild West. And who did they happen to run into? Jonah Hex. We saw Jonah Hex, played by Josh Brolin, back in 2010 in a terrible, really bad movie. And this time the character gets to be redeemed in a more fun TV series. So it was really cool seeing the character here. I remember the first time I was exposed to the character was an episode of Batman, the animated series. So it was really nice seeing how the character really played along with the other characters, and he has that rough, grisly attitude, So it was, but he had a little bit of a sense of humor too going on there. And yeah, I really liked the character Jonah Hex. I think he played well, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more of him down the road. Who knows? If they ever come back to the Old West, it would be cool to see what Jonah Hex is doing. I think they did leave the doors open for something like that to happen. The interesting part was knowing that Rip, This is not Rip's first encounter with Jonah Hex. As a matter of fact, he teamed up with him before. So there's a little bit of history we got from Rip Hunter in this episode, and some guilt that he's been carrying since he was here. So that was really nice for Rip. I thought we got some really good character development from him in this episode. We also got a lot of really good character interactions. As usual, I think one of the fun things about this series is seeing the characters interact. Like characters like Captain Cold and Ray Palmer now hanging out and being like, what? Come on, man. We got to team up and kick some ass. And Heatwave, Rory is starting to actually be a more interesting character now that he's actually, starting to slowly redeem himself, starting to slowly, okay, maybe I will work with these guys. I'm actually I think I really liked Rory a lot in this episode. This is probably my favorite episode that portrayed Rory the way I want to see him portrayed. I think he's slightly more intelligent. He's not, an asshole. He sort of is, I guess, but he's not like full asshole. He's like actually being useful to the team, which is what I actually like about him right now. Obviously, we had a little fight there at the end, a cool little action sequence going on. And the only thing that kind of made me laugh while thinking about it was the fact that after they were done fighting, those guys from the future who come after them, the heroes, they kind of said, oh, what about everybody in the city? What if they, in the town, what if they go and tell people? And Stein, I think it was Stein or Rip, one of them kind of brushed it, oh, don't worry, because anybody that says what they saw will look crazy or something. I'm like, yeah, but what if people like back them up? Like that person saw it too. Like, come on, back me up, man. Oh yeah, I saw that too. Something like that could happen. You don't know. But okay, whatever. They have to, I guess, brush it under the table or something like that. I think they could have came up with a better solution. Or maybe, like Captain Cold was suggesting, maybe they should have one of those, memory, like Men in Black, those memory eraser things. I don't know. They should have thought of something like that maybe when they started the series, but I guess whatever. And now the heroes have to go to 1990 to stop this assassin that's being sent to go kill our heroes when they were just kids, before they even become heroes. So this is going to be a lot of fun, especially going back to 1990. I was alive then, so it's whenever these shows or movies go back to a time where I'm still alive, I always wonder, I wonder what am I doing during this time. So it's always fun to go. Time travel is awesome. What can I say? So yeah, next week is going to be freaking awesome. You guys are probably wondering, like, David, how did you review this episode so early? CTV Canada is CTV is a Canadian channel, and it decided to air Legends of Tomorrow today a little bit early. So I get to review Legends of Tomorrow a little bit earlier than I expected. This actually happened by accident because I also watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I was just checking to make sure Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was going to air, and then I saw, what, Legends is on? So I decided, watch it, review it now, check. So until next time, guys, hope you join me next week. Subscribe to my channel because I review Arrow, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow. And like this video if you agree with me, or if you haven't seen it yet, then oh well. And until next time, take care.